The Oracle Network. Look deeper.
Dickless dipfuck.
Dickless dipfuck?
Basement dwelling shit liquor.
Wow.
Thunder cunt swamp donkey.
What's up, friends?
Hey guys, welcome. I'm Abby.
And I'm Shawna.
And this is Anxious
And Afraid.
Afraid. We're a podcast.
True crime.
Yep. And, ghosts and conspiracies and
we try to be funny about it.
sometimes, we tell a joke or two. And maybe we make you anxious or maybe afraid.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're hoping for, I think.
Yeah. And we switch off each week. And this week, it's Shawna's.
It is. It's been a little while.
Yeah.
Since you threw in that two-parter.
But before that... Oh, at the beginning, by the way, we were just warming up with some creative cursing.
Oh, yeah, creative cursing.
We just had to get that flip book warmed up and ready. And also, Shawna, what made you anxious or afraid this week?
All right, well, I guess I'll just give you, a moving update because we did get the official approval.
Whew.
And then we did put our official 30-day notice here.
Happening.
It's happening real fast, and we're going to legit try and... move out next weekend. So
next next
that's
Sunday.
So
crazy.
Yeah, we'll have this episode and one more recording, I think, and then we'll be moved over.
Oh shit.
It's wild. My mind won't turn off.
Oh no, how could you? Mine was the same way when I was moving. There's just so much to do.
It's just so much to think about. Yeah. I figured out, I had a revelation that my permanent state of consciousness is being overwhelmed and anxious and afraid. I'm just permanently there all the time.
2020, I think that's probably a lot of people at this point.
Very little relief.
You're not alone.
Okay. What about you?
Well, I'll just give a puppy update.
How's the boy?
Our boy, he's doing good. We took him to his first vet visit, and he got his shots, so now we can take him around. But he does have 2 bad teeth. And we noticed that they're gray, and they're his 2 lower canines, and they're really bothering him. So we took him in, and they're gonna have to take him out. Unfortunately, I know, poor baby.
Oh, it's okay though.
Yeah, but it's his baby teeth, and if we leave him, well, it hurts, so I wouldn't want to anyway. But
yeah,
it can damage his adult teeth.
Yeah, we can't have that.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to do that this week. My poor baby.
Aww.
On Wednesday.
Aww.
Everyone think about Roscoe.
He'll be okay. You're a good mom. You're a good dog mom.
He already made a girlfriend at the vet.
Really? Of course, because he's such a studly little muffin.
Yeah, she was in love with him, but he was also in love with her. It's
are you jealous?
I think he's going to leave us for her. He was really excited to see her.
The veterinarian, is that what
I think she was one of the... Are they called nurses? The
dog
tech?
nurse?
Vet tech?
Vet assistant.
Vet assistant?
Tech, I don't know.
I'm not sure. They wear scrubs.
Yeah, they look official.
Yeah. I'm not sure what their actual title is, but she was really nice. And we also saw a police canine dog that looked like he could kick my ass with one paw tied behind his back.
Yeah.
It was this guy, the sheriff. I guess the sheriff or the canines go to that same vet.
Uh-huh.
And so he rolls up in this big old fucking SUV and with his canine who
style.
is so burly. They were both
big,
giant, burly, would not
bear.
fuck with them.
Wow.
He had 2 guns.
Oh no.
One on each hip. And this dog, it was a German Shepherd, but it was brindled. It looked like it had tiger stripes almost.
Ooh.
It was really cool. And Roscoe was very interested. And I was like, Roscoe, that's a hero. That's who you want to be when you grow up. And Roscoe was like, yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. He knows.
So yeah, we're going to get that done. But everything else is good. He was healthy otherwise. So
yeah, those are our updates.
Yep. Yay.
Cool.
Well, I think it's your turn to tell a story.
Yeah. And I wanted to stick with a spooky theme since we're in October. And so I did a ghost story.
Ooh.
It's been a while since I've done a ghost story.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I've been doing all the ghost stories.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now it's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So have you heard of the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall?
No. No. The Brown Lady of
Raynham Hall.
Raynham?
Raynham, yes.
Okay. Hall.
Yes. We're gonna be in the Great Brittany
Okay.
area. So
Across the pond.
Okay, yeah, because it's spelled like Raynham. So I want to say Raynham, but I'm like, no, don't say that.
Raynham.
It's Raynham.
Raynham. Okay.
And I'll have probably difficulties with some of these words, but hey, that's our podcast. So, all right, so I'm going to continue on. Okay, so the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall is one of the most famous hauntings of Great Britain and has one of the most famous ghost photos ever taken and it was inside Raynham Hall staircase. I'll show you that later.
Okay. Very legit looking, I assume.
I hope so.
Okay.
It's interesting enough.
It's going to be cool.
So, background a little bit. It's been nearly 400 years that the huge, beautiful country house belonged to the Townsend family.
Okay.
And they're in Norfolk, England.
Okay.
That area. Thank you. And there was Sir Roger Townsend, and he started the construction on it, and that started in 1622. That's how far back we are.
Wow, it's a long-ass time ago.
1600s, yeah. And the house wouldn't be completed until 1637, which unfortunately was the same year that Sir Roger Townsend had died. So he didn't really... I mean, he was involved with it throughout the whole time, but didn't enjoy the completeness of it.
No, that sucks.
Yeah. So during this time, I mean, I guess houses are a big deal.
Yeah.
And it was a big deal for this time because it was considered one of the most outstanding country houses for its time. Because Raynham Hall was built entirely in a new Italian style. Because we know what's up. Those are my people. Anyways, but it made it look so... I don't want to use the word futuristic, but it was like ahead of its time. They never saw like designs like this before.
Well, yeah, it would probably like drastically contrast to the English style.
Totally. People say that it easily could have been mistaken to been built nearly a century later.
Oh, dang.
So
that's cool.
Big deal. Mm-hmm. And according to legend, the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall is Lady Dorothy Walpole. And so first of all, like you're probably wondering this right away. Why are we calling it Brown Lady?
I did have that thought. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. That's an interesting title.
Yeah, it's not the best title, but it's because of the color of dress that she's seen wearing.
Okay.
So that's how they made up that name.
Okay, her dress is brown.
Her dress is brown. It's old-timey, and she's wearing it.
Okay. She's wearing it.
She's wearing it on her body like you do.
Cool.
Okay, so some background on Lady Dorothy's life. She was born in 1686, and believe it or not, I actually found a couple interesting facts about the year of 1686.
Wow, top song?
What's the top song?
It's a minstrel show.
No, not that fun.
Okay.
But there is a coffee house in Paris that remains open in business to this day, hopefully still through Corona. But that opened in 1686, and they have like a plaque showing like
wow,
been open since that time, and that's really cool to me.
That's why I want to go to Europe because everything is so fucking old there.
And the buildings are so cool.
That's so cool. I mean, they survived quite a few plagues, so this isn't their first rodeo.
Okay, and then my favorite little like tidbit about that year too was that there was an English historian named Robert Plot, and he published a book titled "The Natural History of Staffordshire," I think is how you pronounce it.
Okay.
Which is the first known document to mention the topic of crop circles.
Ooh.
We've been seeing aliens for a long time, guys, okay?
Crop circles.
So
Crop
that's
circles
really
are
cool.
so interesting to me.
Oh, I love them. Okay, so I'm just going to call her Lady Dorothy because I can't say that last name over and over. It's
Okay.
the W and the L's, I can't do it.
Sure. Lady Dorothy. Love it.
Yeah. Okay, so she came from a really wealthy family. Her father was a member of parliament, and her brother Robert became the first ever prime minister of Great Britain.
Shit.
Right.
That's, wow.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then somehow, so during this time, it was Charles Townsend that was the owner of this house in Raynham Hall. And he gets into the picture and he sees young Lady Dorothy and, falls smitten in love with her.
Sure.
As you do.
Yes.
And she was only 10 or 11 years old.
No. Fuck. Damn it.
Yeah. Which,
come on, 1600s. That's so gross.
It's not okay, even if there was shorter lifespans.
No.
It's not okay.
10?
That's what one area that I found said. That
Yeah, how old was he, that fucker? I bet he was
yeah, probably like
in his like 20s, 30s.
Yeah.
40s.
Yeah. But it's kind of funny because I feel like I still hear people like say that we're trying to like normalize like pedophilia or have it as a sexual orientation, or like people just are extreme that way.
Oh, I've heard.
You know
of
what
that.
I mean?
Yeah,
and I'm just like, dude.
Yeah.
History recalls sleeping with kids all the time. It's so gross. It's not happening. But
no, God, what is wrong with people?
Yeah, but that didn't happen, luckily, because her father was logical and was like, "No, dude, you're not having my daughter."
Ugh.
Because he like legit asked her hand in marriage, like already asked for marriage, and he was like, "No, not giving it to you."
Yeah, like why are you going after my 10-year-old? You creep.
Yeah. So the father would forbid the two from ever being together, and so Charles Townshend went on to marry his first wife, Elizabeth, and they went on to have 5 children together.
How old was she? Like 12?
Who knows? I didn't get that deep into it. I couldn't, it's hard to find details that far back.
Totally.
A lot of stuff. Anyways, so yeah, they were together obviously for a while because they had 5 children. But then Elizabeth would eventually pass away in the year 1711. Okay. And that was the brand new chance for him and Charles and Dorothy to now finally be together.
Oh, because
they were still in love.
How
or whatever.
I wonder how old she is now. I don't remember the dates.
Yeah, I mean, maybe an older teenager at least.
Okay. Jesus.
So gross. Okay. So it was by 1713 that the two got married in Raynham Hall. And they ended up having 6 children together.
What the hell?
So this guy was having a lot of babies.
He has 11 kids now? Mm-hmm. He has to support 11 kids.
And, like, honestly, that wasn't, like, all the pregnancies either. Because, obviously, like, they say, like, the 6 survived.
Right. The ones that lived to adulthood. Yeah. That's a lot, though.
That's a lot. Okay, so this Charles Townshend guy, he was also notoriously known to have a shitty temper.
Oh.
And maybe Dorothy was like, dude, you're always angry all the time. Woof.
Woof.
I'm so over it.
God, take a chill pill.
Yeah, so...
You mean the child molester is also not a good person?
He's, like, really
emotionally weird.
It's not like he has his emotions together. But yeah, so he wasn't the greatest dude. Did you want to do a little creative cursing for him?
God, so bad.
Here's our little spot to do it.
Let me just get a good one.
You're good at it.
Okay, unfuckable fuckwit. We got 2 fucks in there.
Oh, wow.
An unfuckable fuckwit. Too bad he did fuck, though.
Yeah, it's unfortunately a lot.
How about...
and I have a picture of him. He's not cute.
Raging Chungus.
Oh, my God.
I like that better. He is a raging Chungus.
Makes sense because he's raging. Chungus. Gross.
That's what we call Reggie sometimes. We say, "Come here, you humongous Chungus."
Oh, that's cute.
Because he's so fat.
We got big boys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. So now we're in 1725.
Okay.
America's still like not existent. That's weird. Anyways, so that is the year that Charles found out about a secret love affair that Dorothy was having behind his back, and he needed to punish her for it and decided to lock her up inside the house, or in a room inside the house, and never let her out. That's what the story says.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's crazy, and he even took it further and by forbidding her to ever see her children. So that was completely cut off somehow. And not only that, what was his name again? Raging
Chungus.
Yeah, this Raging Chungus took it further and told everyone in the town that she had passed away.
Oh my God.
And even held a mock funeral for her.
Yeah, so you can get away with it.
Yeah, all while she's still like prisoner inside this hall.
Oh, what a nightmare.
It's like, what happened that you snapped that hard?
I mean, clearly he was already not a good person.
No.
Who knows what he was doing before he did that? He probably was abusive.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, so that's fun. Dorothy ended up passing away the following year anyways, and that's in 1726, and this was due from smallpox.
Smallpox?
Yeah.
Man, I thought you could die a lot of ways back then.
Oh, everything will kill you.
Yeah.
So, that's her, and that's what the ghost is allegedly, that's who it is. So here's...
Poor girl.
I know, poor girl. So here's all the sightings of this ghostly figure.
Okay.
So the first recorded sighting of the apparition didn't occur until 1835, and it was at a Christmas party.
Ooh.
They're like jamming to Christmas. And... jamming.
In the 1800s. I don't know what they're jamming.
They're jamming to Christmas music.
Their harpsichord.
Okay, so it was that night. It was later reported that a number of guests ended up witnessing a lady wandering around in an old, outdated brown dress and then suddenly vanished.
Ooh.
And this, I guess, was when they were, like, walking to their bedroom. So, like, in that hallway, you know, picture the creepy long hallway with the bedrooms everywhere.
Yeah.
It's very creepy looking.
Yeah. Stone hallway, probably.
Yeah, like, everything, like, is probably, like, marble and, like, cold.
Cold,
You know what
drafty.
I mean? Yeah, drafty, dark. Just long hallway.
No electricity.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, that was the first one. So, a few people ended up seeing her walking around. Mm-hmm. And then there was another man, Colonel Loftus. He came forward and claimed to have seen the ghost again the following night. Ooh. However, this guy had a scarier encounter. His encounter with the ghostly woman seemed normal and gentle at first when he noticed her. But when he looked more closely to her face was slightly glowing and her eyes weren't there. It was just dark eye sockets.
Ew.
That's not cute.
No. Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's so gross. Yeah, so some people or some members of the house staff were so scared of these sightings that they, like, bounced out of there. They quit on the spot.
Yeah.
I would be scared.
They're like, I am getting paid shit money.
Probably.
And I'm not getting paid extra for this bitch. With her brown dress.
Right? Freaking brown dress.
I wonder if it was like he gave her some like potato sack to wear or something. Or if it was just like a regular nice but brown dress. Brown is an interesting dress color.
Yeah, what shade of brown? What tone of brown?
Yeah, like a brown dress. I don't know if that would ever be my first choice.
Wealthy. I mean, I know it was like a big poofy dress. You know,
maybe it was like
layers.
chocolatey brown.
Yeah,
like a rich.
Jinx.
Oh, weird.
We love our chocolate.
We're like, ooh, chocolatey.
So rich. Okay. Okay, so a year later, in 1836, a captain named Frederick Marriott?
Marriott? Like the kind of like the hotel chain?
Kind of, but with A's. Mm-hmm. Okay. Who happened to be a friend of Charles Dickens by chance. Fun fact.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I was just talking about Charles Dickens today, too.
Cute. Oliver Twist.
I know. Okay, so this guy, he wanted to disprove all of the haunting rumors. He was like, you guys are, like, faking it. And he wanted to do a 3-night stay at Raynham Hall.
Zach Bagans style?
I guess so.
Oh, was he, like,
Locked
being
down.
aggro with that ghost?
I don't know his style. I don't know.
I don't know his style.
I don't know his style. But I know that the first 2 nights he stayed there, nothing happened.
Okay.
And it was the 3rd night that he was getting settled into his room, and he was, just in his long johns because, it's bedtime, nighttime.
Got his candle.
Yeah, the hat
Yeah.
on the side. Totally. Okay, but then 2 young Townsend men knocked on his door because they were wanting to talk about guns.
Oh, as you do.
As you do and still do to this day.
Yeah, at night.
Yeah, so like, hey, what's your opinion on this gun? It's so cool, right? And
what, an 1800s gun? What, it's like a fucking musket or something?
Probably.
He's got gunpowder for it. Okay, sorry.
Anyways, so they're just nerding out on the guns, and he's like, okay, yeah, cool. He grabs his gun, so they can talk guns.
Yeah, compare.
Yeah.
Mine's bigger.
Oh, so cool. And they went on a walk, even though he was...
They took their guns on a walk?
Yeah, they did. Even though he was in his underwear, he's like, oh, it's fine. It's just, I'm with two dudes.
And I have a gun, so no one will think twice.
And it's nighttime. Everyone's asleep. So he was like, it's fine.
Cool. Okay. Casual nighttime underwear walk with guns.
Yes.
Got it.
What else is there to do?
I don't know.
There's nothing. Okay, so despite being so undressed, I just said that. Yeah, he grabbed his revolver and went on a walk with them.
Oh, it's a revolver.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, I guess it's a revolver.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, so they did their little fun dude trip, and then on their way back to his room, he noticed from a distance a light that was approaching them. And it looked to be a figure that was possibly a maid approaching them down the hall, holding up a lantern.
Okay.
Marriott, I'm just going to say that, was like, oh no, I'm in my underwear. Ladies can't see me like this. I'm in my long johns.
Oh no, that covered my entire body.
Right? I've never understood that. I never understood. Yeah. So he quickly hid into a side room because he was like, oh my God, I'm in my underwear.
Maybe his butt flap was down.
They probably do have butt flaps.
Cute.
Okay, and the two dudes were still with him, so they saw the same thing, and they hid in the side room with him.
Okay.
And they were watching her approach them through the cracks of the door. As she stepped outside of the door, Marriott grew cold when he recognized the woman looking identical as the portrait of the woman that was in his room of Lady Dorothy.
Creepy.
Like, he immediately recognized her face.
Ugh.
Yes, and then the woman lifted up the lantern even closer to her face. And according to his claim, she gave him a malicious and diabolical grin.
Ew, with her black eyes?
I don't know if it was black this time.
Okay.
But it definitely a creepy grin. But I always picture, like, them also tilting their head all jerky.
You just did it in front of me and it freaked my shit out. Don't do that.
That's how I picture it. It's just so scary.
I didn't like that.
Okay, so he saw that grin and was like, oh, hell no, that's not chill. And immediately took his revolver and shot the woman right in the face.
What the fuck?
I know, right?
Okay, that's a bit of an overreaction.
Especially right in the face.
In the face? What the fuck? What if she was just a person with a weird smiling disorder?
Right? Or what, just having a fun little prank on you.
Whoa, he went like 0 to 60.
As men do, I think.
He's like, I have this gun.
I must use it.
I'm out for a walk.
I'm in my underwear.
Oh, yeah. Lest she see my long johns, I must murder her. Okay. This is already a wild story.
Is it? Okay, great. I'm glad you're having a good time.
Yeah. Wow. I'm just blown away.
Yeah. So he did that. But luckily, it wasn't a real woman.
But luckily, she's already dead.
Luckily, yes.
You can't kill her twice, fucker.
Right. She completely vanished as soon as the gun went off.
Oh
and
God.
The bullet was found lodged into the door across the hall.
And then he filled his long john.
Yes. So after that, he was convinced and never wanted to mess around with ghost skin. I mean, if you shoot a woman in the face, I would hope you be done.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, but is it really his? Oh, well, he was the one that was staying there. Okay, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, he was kind of looking for the ghost and he got it.
Yeah, that's right. So he went looking for her and then...
Yeah.
That's even...
He was skeptical and then he was shitty scared.
Okay, so he's a skeptic. He goes there because he's like a paranormal investigator.
No, there's another one coming up.
But like, it's weird that he goes there for a ghost and then he knows there might be ghosts and then chooses to shoot it in the face?
It's not logical, no.
I'm just very confused by that, man. It's such a weird reaction.
It is.
It's not like he didn't know that might happen.
Right. I agree with you, girl.
He's a drama queen.
He's so dramatic. And that's two theater girls telling that.
Yeah.
And I'm Sicilian too, so I'm spicy.
She's spicy. She is extra spicy.
Okay. Another reported sighting of the brown lady happened in 1926.
1926?
Yes.
Shoot. Okay. Fast forward 100 years.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't very often, I guess. And the Lady Townsend of the time, because the family just, keeps reproducing and staying there,
Yeah. That's how it works.
Yeah. That her son, so she was saying that her son and his friend had witnessed the ghost on the main staircase, and that they also immediately recognized her as Lady Dorothy in the portrait of one of the rooms. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to skip forward to on September 19th.
Your B-Day. What?
It keeps coming up in my stories. What the heck? I don't even try.
Mine too. Mine had my birthday in it last time.
You're right. What's happening?
I don't know.
It's funny. But that's in 1936. And that's where we get the Big Kahuna.
Ooh, okay.
That's where the London-based photographer Herbert Povend and his assistant Indre Shira. I'm going to call him Shira.
Okay.
So that's his assistant. And they were taking photos of Raynham Hall for Country Life magazine.
Oh.
And they had already been taking photos of the hall and the main staircase. And they were about to set up to take another one because, that's a huge machine that you have to take for, one photo. You know what I mean?
Because this is, you said the 30s?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's still quite a bit of equipment to haul around.
Exactly.
And this is not like a paranormal magazine. This is like...
No.
This is like for rich white people.
Yeah, they're like, look at this house. It's so luxurious.
Like, you're white, you're rich. Look at these other white rich people.
Exactly.
Admire each other.
They love it so much.
They love it. Hi, Martha Stewart.
Okay. So they had already been taking photos, and then the assistant, Shira, witnessed a vapory white mist ascending down the staircase, and it was gradually turning more into a womanly figure.
Ooh, creepy.
So this guy's holding up like the flash bulb, like this is the type of machine,
right.
and he's outside of the camera, and Povend, the other photographer, is under the black curtain.
Okay.
Like that kind of camera day. And his assistant all of a sudden was like, quick, you gotta take a picture right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so then they snapped the photo, and Povend was like confused because I guess he didn't really like see it at the time. And he was like, what is all the excitement about?
Yeah.
Why did I have to take a photo?
Yeah.
And it wasn't until they developed the negative, which revealed the famous photo of the known today, the brown lady.
Ooh.
And I want to show you the photo.
Oh. Ooh, that's creepy.
Let me make sure it's the right one.
I mean, they're all kind of the same.
It's yeah. So explain it. Like, what does it look like?
Okay, so a grand staircase, and it's definitely the figure of a woman. It looks like you can see her hair, or maybe she's wearing like a veil or something. And it looks like she's wearing a dress. I mean, it's a black and white photo, so I can't see the color.
Right.
And
Well, and it's like a white misty.
yeah, it's very. You can still see the stairs through her.
Yeah.
But that's creepy.
It looks like a human, like a tall human-sized figure.
I'll show this to the skeptic, a la Michael. Ooh.
Oh, shame.
For shame.
I mean, it is what it is to you.
Yeah, I want to believe.
You want to?
Truth is out there.
He wants to believe. He has an X-Files sweatshirt.
He does, and I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I think we're turning him around a little bit.
I think we are.
We're bringing him out.
It'll take years.
We're gonna get you out of the closet, Michael.
Slowly away, we're gonna chip away. We're just chipping away at you. He's looking at us like, that
luck.
chance. Yeah.
Okay. So their account of their experience, along with the famous photo, was published in the Country Life magazine on December 26th, 1936, right after Christmas.
Oh, so she likes to come around Christmas.
I guess so. I mean, who doesn't love Christmas?
Right, she likes the holidays.
It's a white people holiday. It was also featured the following year in 1937 in the January edition of Life magazine.
Oh.
That's a big magazine.
Yeah, that's a big step up.
Yeah.
And Life doesn't just publish Garbo. You know,
Right?
they verify.
They're the legits. Okay, so shortly after all that hot gossip, a respected, you kind of predicted it, a respected paranormal investigator named Harry Price, and he was known to be a skeptic. He always wanted to prove them wrong, I think.
He was a Michael.
He was a Michael, and he was actually known for exposing fake mediums and psychics.
Okay, that's fun.
That's cool.
I actually like that.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And he went to interview the two photographers to hear their story. Price ended up saying that he was impressed by the two men, that he could not shake their story and had no right to disbelieve them. So
Okay.
he pretty much was like, I don't think these guys are lying to me.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
I mean, yeah, they're photographers for it's such a different kind of nothing paranormal about that magazine. So
Right.
unless they were really in it for some kind of a scheme, why would they be lying?
I mean, right. And it happens so fast, and you have this double two-piece, two-man camera. It's small odds that you would capture, or I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
She gets it. That's all that matters. Okay.
And you guys matter too.
All right. So I will talk about all the skeptics' point of view of this photo,
Okay.
Which is quite interesting. So skeptics say that the photo is fake, obviously.
It's their fave.
And that it could be easily replicated. And honestly, if you think about it, even for that time, with such low technology, don't you ever recall seeing those old timey ghost photos, family photos?
Oh, family photos?
Yeah, isn't there I feel I've seen old antique family photos, and then there's a transparent person behind a person, and that was the ghost of the dad that passed away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I thought you were talking about I've also seen specifically doctored photos from way back when
Yeah.
they were kind of learning how to make a ghost look like
Right.
Yeah, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, so I think yeah, there's both they were able to actually do it and make it look like there was a ghost there. But I also think some of them could be real.
Yeah, I mean it's during a time where it could have been faked, but all right.
I know, I remember, isn't there a really famous Abe Lincoln photo, of his wife, and then there's the ghost of Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln.
He's standing behind her, holding, his hand on her shoulder, and he's all
I don't
transparent.
know.
I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Oh, I don't know.
We should also look that up.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's the thing.
Huh.
So that's cool, because there's, the ghost of Abe Lincoln. I can't say it.
Abe Lincoln.
Because I think he's also rumored to haunt the White House.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Anyways, thinking. I can't speak. Okay. Okay, so some people think that it could also be a grease spot that was put on the camera lens.
Oh, okay.
I guess, but who knows? Others think that it was a double exposure or some sort of extra light going into the camera. A man named Joe Nickel, I think, wrote an explanation showing the evidence that it was a double exposed photo, saying that the pale white lines above each stair tread indicates one photo had been superimposed over another, as well as a patch of reflected light appears twice on the top of the right-handed banister. So that's confusing because I don't know if it's the right-handed banister or our right-handed side looking at it.
Yeah, because I do see something, but it's on the left side.
Is it on the left side?
That I'm looking at, but maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. I don't know.
But I do see the white lines on the edge of each step, I think is what he's talking about. But also, I feel like that could be a reflection of the bulbs. You know? So I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know enough about photography from that time to even be able to give an opinion, really.
Yeah.
And it's a black and white, like, not high quality photo, too.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Because there's story to go along with it. It's not like they snapped a photo of nothing and then came up with that. They, like, saw something and snapped a photo.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess if you believe them, then...
I mean, I guess that's kind of always what it comes down to.
Yeah.
That's the thing. There was also a couple magicians. And
Why do magicians always show up to, like, fucking paranormal investigations?
because they're like, look, I can fake this because I'm a magician.
Oh, okay, to debunk it?
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's exactly what they were doing. So I guess there was two dudes, John Booth and Ron Wilson, and they replicated a very similar photo just by one of them covering themselves in a white sheet and descending down a staircase.
Ooh.
And, yeah, so
I'm the brown lady. Wow.
yeah, so I don't know exactly what they did to make it look so similar, but I know that, you know, that didn't help that actually happened.
Yeah, they probably just took a picture of the stairs and then took a picture of him with a sheet and then double exposed it.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you do it. Other critics say that the ghostly image looks like the statue of Virgin Mary.
Honestly, that's the first thing that I thought of when I saw it.
Yes, especially when you said that she's like wearing some sort of veil
Yeah.
or like cloth on her head too.
And it's just a silhouette where
Yeah.
it's very recognizable.
Yeah, and to me it totally does look like it could be a statue looking a figure of Virgin Mary. Yeah, if you look at it closely, it appears that the hands look like they're in prayer in the middle.
Yeah, she's got like, because from the photo it looks like she has like long sleeves, like you can kind of see
Yeah.
a shadow of these long like bell sleeves, kind of like what you would wear like what the Virgin Mary wears, and like
Yeah, the layers of
yeah, it doesn't
fabric.
look like a fitted dress to me. It looks more like long kind of robes. I don't know what's going on at the bottom.
Well, interestingly enough, the bottom also, they claimed that you can see the base pedestal on which a statue would stand on, and that it's rectangular shaped. So, I mean, I think it's kind of hard to look at. I mean, I kind of had a hard time seeing the hands, to be honest. But
I can see the hands. I don't see the base.
you don't see the base?
No, it almost looks like she has like her dress comes up like in a V, and then I don't know if you can just see the back material of it, and then her legs, but I don't know. It's weird. It's weird looking. We'll post the photo, and you guys
for
can
sure.
share your opinions.
Oh, please do, because that's the whole story. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so, however, the two photographers who had this experience always said that the negative is entirely innocent of any faking. So what's interesting is that they claim, like, no, the negative shows this exact photo, so it has to be real.
Oh, yeah, because that's like your raw footage.
Yeah, back in the day, there was, like, film, and then the negatives were, like, the sepia type of film. I remember that with, like, disposable cameras.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Technology's crazy.
Oh, it's so different now.
It's so different. Yep, and that's the story of the brown lady and all of her sightings. So
Wow.
the Townsend family still lives there to this day. I think they have 2 kids, whoever's there, and I don't know if they've seen the ghost or not.
Well, they have to. Well, actually, now is about 100 years after the last time, so maybe soon.
Maybe every 100 years.
Around Christmas. Coming this holiday season.
Gotta have a Christmas party, and she'll show up.
The brown lady will be there with her robes or whatever the fuck she's wearing. That was good. That was very spooky.
Was it spooky?
Yeah, I
thought it
don't
was
like the black eye thing. That really creeps me out.
Right? That's creepy. Mm-hmm. But I thought that was kind of like a fun, like, fire camp story
Yeah.
type vibe. But
I love ghost stories.
I love ghost stories too.
They're so fun. Even if you don't believe in ghosts, it's just fun.
It's just fun.
Did you have fun, Michael?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, you had fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
So tell me, how are you dealing with normal life?
What?
What have you been
Oh, like what
seeing
have I been
and
listening?
watching and listening or whatever?
Oh, I watched 2 movies yesterday.
Movies. I watched my first movie in months.
I know I haven't watched a movie
I don't watch
forever.
movies.
And
Yeah.
I was like, this is taking forever.
Right? You're so used to like episodes.
Yeah. I was like, God, there's still an hour
Right?
left. But I love a good period movie.
You do.
I do. I love my history. And there's a movie called Mary Shelley, and it's about the author of Frankenstein and like her life and her, I guess, inspiration behind it. She, of course, had a terrible fucking life, like all women way back in the day.
Always.
But that was really good. It was really interesting, and a little bit of that was true, which I think it was. Like, Lord Byron gets involved. Like, there's so many people involved in her life that was surprising to me. And then I also watched Enola Holmes, which is on Netflix.
Holmes. Oh, I think I've seen that.
Yeah, it's like
there.
it's like a Sherlock
Oh, is it?
universe spinoff. Yeah, it's like their little sister.
Oh, cool.
And Helena Bonham Carter's in it.
Oh my gosh, I love her.
I love her. It's got a really good cast, actually. Henry Cavill is also in it. Cavill?
Huh.
However you say his name. Yeah. So those were, and like, oddly, they were like historical, but they were about like strong, empowered women, like fighting for their rights. Yeah. So that was cool. So I was like, yeah, bitches. Yeah. So that was
cool.
Yeah. So that was good.
Yeah.
Did you have anything?
Well, the random movie that I decided to watch when I randomly had the time was, I can't believe I've lived this whole life since it came out. I did not see the movie Zodiac with Jake Gyllenhaal, Mark Ruffalo, and Robert Downey Jr.
Oh my God, the movie's so good and so brutal.
So good. It's like prime Jake Gyllenhaal. So I was like feeling all my like 15-year-old girl feelings of like crushing over him.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
So
and, like,
beautiful.
Robert Downey Jr. wasn't even like a thing.
They were not.
yet.
They were not Iron Man and the Hulk yet.
Yeah.
And they were in a movie together. It was so good, and it was a long movie. It was like 2.5 hours.
Oh, yeah, and the Hulk. They're both in it. That's so crazy.
It was so good. I was like, wow, I really missed out watching this movie.
But the stabbing scenes in that movie are so fucking visceral and
I looked away.
Too realistic.
I looked at none of that.
I think I also fast forwarded.
Yeah, I would hide my face when I knew it was coming.
It was just a little too much.
Yeah.
I was like,
I heard
shit.
it. Hurting is
no,
enough.
I can't hear it. I think hearing it is the worst part, honestly.
It was. I think I turned the volume really down. I was like, I can't do it.
Who's ever making their sound effects they did a good job.
What were they stabbing? Like a watermelon?
I don't know. Foley art, like, I love watching Foley artist stuff. I think it's so interesting.
Yeah. So I watched that. I've also been like watching Portlandia because I haven't watched like the later seasons.
Oh, me neither.
Hilarious. Fred Armisen is hilarious.
Of course he is.
So that really makes me happy. And Bob's is on now too, so my life is complete.
The new season has been so good.
So funny. The last episode was so funny.
Bob's Burgers. If you haven't watched it, like, I don't know what rock you're living under, but
it's literally who I strive to be is Linda Belcher.
So good.
It's so good. So yeah, I've been watching all that. So
cool.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. Well, I don't have anything else.
You want to tell them where they can find us?
Yeah, that's all I want to do. I look forward to it every episode. You can find us on Instagram at Anxious and Afraid the Pod. We have a Facebook, a group, and a page, Anxious and Afraid the Pod. We are on Twitter at AA the Pod. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/anxiousandafraid.com. If you become a member, you get early download. You get a sticker, you get a shout out, and it's ad free. So, like, what are you waiting for? Our email is anxiousandafraidthepod@gmail.com. Send us your stories. Send us your suggestions. We've been getting a few lately. Thank you.
That's very nice to see.
Yes, we love those. They make our day and also give us ideas, which is awesome.
Yes.
And we also have a website, which is anxiousandafraid.com. We also have merch.
Yes!
Damn it. We owe each other a Coke now. So yeah, we have a merch. You can find the link on our website and in our Instagram bio. Go buy some stuff. We got some cute, fun merch. And rate and subscribe if you haven't already. Please.
Do it.
Duh. What are you waiting for?
I don't know. It's quarantine.
What are you waiting for, Shawna? To say
good up. Good night.
Oh, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, so I use Wikipedia all the time, and I also checked out thelineup.com. I checked out a channel on youtube.com from Nightmares Before Bedtime and Darktales.blog.com. Music is by Broke for Free, and we're edited by Michael.
Anxious and Afraid is partnered with the Oracle Network.
Morbidology is a weekly true crime podcast hosted by me, Emily G. Thompson, author of Unsolved Child Murders, Cults Uncovered, and co-author of Unsolved Murders, True Crime Cases Uncovered.
911 emergency. My son shot my husband. I need an ambulance. He's bleeding.
Using investigative research combined with primary audio, including 911 calls, interviews, and trial testimony, Morbidology takes a look at some of the world's most heinous murders.
Do you know why you're here?
For a home invasion gone terribly wrong.
Listen to Morbidology now on Apple, Spreaker, Stitcher, Podbean, or wherever else you get podcasts.